Semi-final number 2. Well, if this one is going to be as good as the first one, then we are in for a treat. We have Chili Mountain against the flipping Mafia, everybody. And Chili Mountain is playing with Wooby now. Wasn't available in the first round of the tournament, but now he is good to go. So Maka, Wooby, Smexy, Azurite, and Gia fighting to get a slot in the grand final. Now this is the qualifier for Meta Madness, which means, again, 10 heroes for the qualifiers are not allowed to be played at all during the qualifiers. More heroes will be banned for the main event. You can look at this as a warm-up for Meta Madness. And of course, the second rule also still applies. So 2 rules to make this format more attractive, to make it more attractive for the viewers, also interesting for the players, force them a little bit out of their comfort zone. Rule number 1, there are a certain amount of heroes that are pre-banned for the entire tournament. This is the case here with 10 heroes that are banned. I went over them before, but in case you're watching this on YouTube, I will add them in the description of the video. And rule number 2, every hero that gets played within a series is only allowed to be played once. So every single hero that you see on map number 1 is not allowed to be chosen for map number 2 and map number 3. And the same also applies if a hero is taken in game number 2 when we're heading into a potential game number 3. So we've seen what that can cause in our first semifinal. But yeah, now that we're heading into Infernal Shrines, I am pretty happy to see that we have some top players over here as well, and it's going to be interesting. Uther gets banned. We have a ban on Dehaka, so some of the globals already get banned out. Might need to also ban out Ural. By the way, the heroes that are banned for this series or for the qualifier: Stukov, Valla, Medivh, Johanna, BrightWing. Abathur is banned, Nazeebo, Hanzo, Lucio, and Junkrat. So all 10 of those are not going to be played here at all in this qualifier or for any other of these qualifiers. But again, as pointed out before, this is more of a warm-up. When we're heading into the main tournament, way more heroes are going to be banned. Now, it's going to be pretty awesome. We already had a lot of Meta Madness tournaments in the past, of course. We always adjusted the rules a little bit. In total, there are now 90 heroes in the game. And there's plenty that you can choose from. The idea here is not really to create some Clown Fiesta games, but it's more so to still have a competitive element, but force the teams to change things up a bit. And even if we still see more or less meta compositions, the fact alone that you can only choose a hero once, that guarantees that we're going to see, you know, different... We're going to see a lot of variety. Tigers is an early pick. Makes perfect sense. You're on Infernal Shrines. You want to have Odin. We've seen in one of the previous games already that Alexstrasza was taken here. Could, of course, be played for the rotation too. First map is still going to be the most normal one out of this. But the fact alone that heroes like Lucio, BrightWing, and Stukov are banned limit you a bit in what you are going for as a support. Now, there's still plenty around, don't get me wrong. You can still go for Deckard Cain here. You can go for Malfurion. But those are supports still that usually make it either into the picks or the bans. So that adds a bit of flavor to it and makes it also more interesting for the players to just like play around this. One thing that I also should point out, you're not going to see Team Go Next, Team Donuts, or the Hardos play in these qualifiers. The reason is pretty simple. They are already qualified for the main event. They placed top 4 in the X-Cup Summer, and X-Cup Summer and the event here, Meta Madness, is connected, have a co-op going on, so the top 4 in the X-Cup Summer season are directly qualified for Meta Madness, and yeah, that's why they don't have to play. Now, the ban on Dibbles, yeah, Infernal Shrines again, pretty great for that. Karazim is banned. Alright, so the Karazim ban, that you can't dive in too hard. Smexy was already playing some sick plays earlier, but they already played a pretty interesting style in one of the previous games, so I could see him on Infernal Shrines just pick Alexstrasza again. If you want to play around the Dragon Queen here, there's your chance. Deckard and Malfa are also both still up, they are both great. Zeratul to counteract Falstad. Oh, Tyrande and Wooby on Stitches. Alright. Wooby is playing Stitches in game number 1, unless they are switching it up. Maka then again on the side lane, if he continues to play Blaze. There's our Malfurion pick. And we still need a main tank. We still need X-Ray with a main tank here. So let's have a look of what he is looking in for the team. It's Muradin. Muradin is in the house. And what else are we getting? Our last pick for game number 1. Gia for the blue team. They need a bit more damage. False Start is not going to be enough. In an ideal world, you want to have something that packs a punch. So whenever Stitches hooks and Tyrande gets the Hunter's Mark connected and also the stun, ideally, you want to have some additional damage. False Start alone is not going to cut it here. Ho, ho, ho. Karrigan is going to help. Even more locked down, of course. Yeah, and we're headed into Infernal Shrines, everybody. Game number 1 in the best of 3 series here at the semi-final of our first qualifier for Meta Madness. Game number 1, let's go. Infernal Shrines. We got Mucke on Blaze on the left side. Whoopi on Stitches. He's back. We got Smexy on Tyrande. So the two of them will work together here with Azerite on Falstad and Gia on Karrigan. And on the right side of the map, the Flipping Mafia. X-Ray and the Russians. Yeah, X-Ray actually speaks Russian, so he's playing Muradin. We got Nenopi on Tychus, Bishops on Zeratul, Farlander is playing Hogger, and Shamzik on Malfurion. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this is gonna be good. I can't wait for those hooks. Whoopi is currently trying to channel his inner JPL. Now, Stitches in general becomes, of course, way more difficult to handle once that he reaches level 13. Sprague is on point. Now the hook's on point too. That's something we're gonna find out soon, TM. Zeratul is really gonna go hard for Smexy and Azerite on Tyrande and Falstad, so those two in particular have to be careful. Because, yeah, Chili Mountain, with even Breeze playing, they tried to qualify for the X-Cup Summer Playoffs and they barely missed it. They were defeated by the Donuts in the decisive match. In the deciding match, and it was a little bit tricky for them. But now they want to play Meta Madness. And 4 teams will, at the end of those 4 qualifiers, make it into the main tournament. Joining the 4 that are already qualified. Team, wow, the Donuts, the Hardos, and go next, thanks to their placement at the end of the X-Cup summer season, at the end of the playoffs. They are already qualified for the main event. Now at the bottom of the map, they're going for Smexy, and again, it makes perfect sense to go for Tyrande. She's a little bit of a weak... Alright, team? Yeah, okay. Not like this. That backfired quickly. So the initial idea was a good one, as you can tell. I mean, everything worked well, and then Hogger was like, team? What just happened here? So he's on the other side of that gate and dies a painful death. So the first kill for Chili Mountain. A little bit of a self-own here. And that was kind of unfortunate. So Poga poked himself. And that gave the blue team not only a laugh, but also a kill and an opportunity to go for the second camp at the bottom of the map. Which is exactly what they locked in immediately. So now Hogger still poking it out a bit towards their own camp, but the pressure at the bot lane is already significant enough to take one of the towers down and also drop the gate itself here. Yeah, not too bad. So the bigger they are comes in on level 4. Zeratul is sitting up at the top, and after his level 1 has gone into the Psionic Strength here. At the bottom of the map, Muradin is trying to slow things down a bit and also harass Mucke. But with the first objective now spawning, this is of course where we're going to see very likely the first big team fight happening. And global pressure will now likely play a role since both teams go for their Shaman camp and the objective spawns bot lane. Falstad could sit at the top a little bit longer and then fly down if he wanted to, but it seems like they're going to keep Karrigan in that position for now. And then Falstad has the opportunity to fly top in order to protect the fort if that is ever going to be necessary. That is an interesting variation though. And Gia is playing it really safe now. And talking about playing it safe, maybe Tiger should have done the same thing because he got murdered down here. And Blaze securing them a kill helps them now. That's a big numbers advantage that they're running. Karrigan is still up at the top, so now it's a 4 versus 4 down. Yeah, what a route! Oh my god! 1 down, 2 down, 2 easy kills, a murderous route, and then the follow-up in a 4 versus 4 situation. That was spectacular. Check this one out. That was really strong the Root, and then Zeratul and the rest of the team walking in to get the kill. They're trying to go for a kill on Whoopi now too, and they nearly lock it in. They might be able to isolate him completely. Hogger is doing his best to zone him out here. Shamsik is also low. Malfurion is the first one to die, but Whoopi is also dead. Another kill against Karrigan. Nenopi's diving in deep for it and dies too. We have a bloodbath going on. They're turning Infernal Shrines into a graveyard. 4 kills to 4 as the teams are fighting for objective number 1 with one jet propulsion after another. The big hits and connects are coming. Smexy is low. Hogger is still spinning. Spin to win, baby, but he gets locked down by Marke and dies. Muradin is also in trouble, and they... Oh my god, 5 hit points! He had 5 hit points and makes it out. As control over the shrine is again taken by Chili Mountain, and they get Punisher number 1. Insanity ensues. Absolute insanity at this point. So now another play through the bottom of the map. They're trying for it again, and that's a kill. X-Ray goes down. Muradin is dead. Momentum. Big momentum swing here for them. And they can easily take that fort down. And Karrigan is helping them with the experience, so she's going to get level 10 for them, which might help them to push this even further. I really think the Mafia needs to fall back here. As much as it hurts, bait that Punisher over the wall at the keep, suffer a bit of damage, but they cannot afford to fight as heroic abilities are available for Chili Mountain. And that gate is going to fall, or at least part of it. That's a huge danger to them now. So yeah, there's the attack. Punisher goes down eventually, but as you can tell, the gate is incredibly low and the sidewall has even been opened up. Now that level 10 is there, Chili Mountain is not hesitating to go straight for the camp and steal it away. With vision granted, they're going to take this. And they're also eating Muradin. Muradin gets eaten. What can they do with it? Can they maybe take him down? No, but they force the rest of the team to react. I have no idea how Smexy ended up in that spot. But he has no chance, of course. So that's a kill. Smexy down. And Tychus with Odin. Yeah, we also, instead of the Horror Pull, got the Shockwave for Hogger. And these jet propulsions from Maka in this game have so far been really on point. Time and time again, he's locking down multiple targets and is opening up kill opportunities for the rest of the team. Yeah, that one was a little bit too short, but the general rules still apply. So Gia also with a missed combo. It's still fairly close in kills, but that fort at the bot lane gives an advantage now to Chili Mountain. That was a good move by them. Okay, so can they contest this? They're gonna try, from the looks of it. Yeah, even Odin gets popped here. Bunker in the back line. It's a trap. And they're hopping in again. They're going on the point. Toga, the shockwave, the kill, the double kill. And they're getting mad damage out of this. Nicely done. Whoopi is dead too. 4 kills as the flipping Mafia are murdering Chili Mountain in that encounter. Big plays here, big plays. Look at Hogger spinning behind them, getting the shockwave through, and that was the end of this. He uses the choke point perfectly for the stun, for the CC chain. 9 kills to 6, and it is just a massacre here. I mean, damn. First, it looked like Chili Mountain might breeze through it as they take the bot lane and drop the fort, and then the Mafia flips it on its head and takes the bottom fort down, takes the lead in experience, and is now in possession of a talent lead in just a moment. So, good start. That's a nice start into the series, I like it. And the craziness hasn't even started yet. So, yeah, you still have to wait for level 13. They got the global still. Chili Mountain still has the global. So, that's a big opportunity later on. And level 13 is, of course, also going to extend the range on Whoopi's hook, which makes Stitches just generally more dangerous. The follow-up from Smexy, they haven't really had too many opportunities to go for a potential combo, but I think this will come now. So, yeah, time will tell. Camps, once again, claimed by both of them. Yeah, the Owl is traveling through and is saying hello real quickly. Hedwig on its way to Hogwarts. But there's the level 13 now. The meat hook is in, and as mentioned, the extended hook range is of course kicking in. The baseline completed. The Chrysalis for Karrigan, also keeping her of course a bit safer from potential engagers on Bishop's side with the Zeratul. Karrigan even with the Ultralisk, because she was trying to lock him in. But now topside, Tranquility is being used. They're trying to go for Hogger. He's already a bit low, but he's spinning out. And now Zeratul is making his approach. With the might of the Nazeebo, he can make those quick and nasty plays into the back line. He has the mobility. Trying to make himself a bit unpredictable here. And everybody is also fighting for position on the shrine itself. So we are looking at a spicy one, because this battle could dictate the pace of the game. Oh, the hook! Even the jet propulsion, they really believed, but Whoopi couldn't connect it. Now Blaze, is Maka gonna have to bunker up here? No. The nerves of steel, baby. I mean, he was in a bit of trouble and he was dropping low, but he went to the fountain. There's the hook, and that's a kill. Beautiful. Beautiful combo. That's the combo at its best. Bunker up already. Hogger with a shockwave. Kerrigan with the Chrysalis trying to counteract it. The gust into the tower range, and Farlander's in trouble. Kerrigan with a monster combo. Malfurion and Hogger are both dead. X-Ray is on the run. He connects the Stormball. Was attempting a counter kill, but it's unlikely. Whoopi just eats him. Doesn't give a shit. Azerite moves away and gets healed. And even with the Stormball, this is not happening. Alright. For just a moment was like, maybe it is? Nah. He can't get the counter kill. So now it's just a back and forth. Honestly, these guys are just going blow for blow in this game. We have 10 kills, 2-9, 15-15, but the talent's so much closer for Chili Mountain, and they are already crushing that top lane forward as Kerrigan is still working on the Punisher itself. So yeah, nicely done. Bottom of the map, middle of the map, both of them are getting pushed out. There's the level 16 talent now for them. For Falstad, that means that he goes into the afterburner. Tries to get it away from Zeratul, obviously. And on top of that, we got the Pulverize and the painful spikes. As if before they weren't painful. Bullshit. Have you seen those things? They definitely hurt before. They definitely did. Anyways. Now, as we... Oh, there's the jump. Ah, the combo. The combo didn't connect on it. Arcane Punisher, so we gotta get a couple of Arcane Sentries. They still have level 16 advantage, but not for much longer. Red team is working on it. Of course, you want the keep now if you can get it. They had Falstad at the side. Odin gets popped. Yeah, they have to. If they want to defend this, they need Odin here. Oh, Muradin. He kind of jumped into that one, didn't he? The hook wasn't successful. The rest was. But now Smexy, he gets attacked. There's the bunker. The heals, the root. Tyrande in trouble. Tyrande, she's not the only one. Smexy low. And there's the kill. Smexy's down, and so is Kerrigan. Double kill. I told you, blow for blow. They are going at it here. Another Stormbolt that hits, and it hits hard. Whoopi is slowed down. Can he get body blocked by Muradin? And the answer is no. But he can get rooted. And they want him. There's already a kill against Falstad. Jet propulsion is good, but Whoopi is gonna die. They're just chasing them down. They're farming them. But there is some potential for kills from Blaze. Mark barely misses out on dropping Tychus. And it's a 5-man team wipe. The entire Chili Mountain team gets wiped, and Flipping Mafia is now moving over to take down the fort and drop the wall at the keep. Yeah, it's getting a bit crazy here. Nano P eats the owl, turns into a mini Tychus. He cannot get the kill, but Zeratul, he's still working on it. And the jump on Muradin could have maybe been a bit delayed, but they take Kerrigan down again. She came, she saw, and she died. Veni, Vidi, BG. Easy kills, easy fort, easy keep. They get it all. 16 kill lead. Are they going for it? Yeah, they're going for it. They go for it, and they have Odin up again. Why wouldn't they? They want the win, and they're about to get it. Stitches is low, and he is dead. Zeratul is ripping them a new one. Hogger with the 61,000 damage, he set up one kill after another, but Zeratul against those backliners is just a force to be reckoned with. The core down to 50% HP. Zeratul finally dies, but this might be too little too late. They go, they right-click the core, and Flipping Mafia takes the lead against Chili Mountain. 29 kills in 13 minutes. GG.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2, the lead for the Flipping Mafia. The red team towards the end dominating those team fights and doing exceptionally well. Now, again, the heroes that you've seen in game number 1 are not allowed to be played any longer, given that we also have 10 heroes that are pre-banned for the entire qualifier. That means that 20 heroes are not available as we're heading into map number 2. Now, Uther gets banned again, and, well, it's time to see what the teams decide to do here in regards to supports in particular, because the pre-banned heroes include Lucio, BrightWing, and Stukov. On the last map, we've seen 2 supports, I mean, Tyrande and Malfurion, of course. That means if you start to ban more supports here, at some point you have to deviate away from the ones that you would usually take. Now, Dehaka, he gets banned out as well, but I'm kind of hyped. Now, the blue team being 1 map behind, that's already a bit of a surprise. A lot of teams obviously had them packed as the favorite heading into this. But if the Flipping Mafia pretty much proved one thing during the X Cup is, then they're a team that you really have to count in when you're talking about the top teams here. They got a little bit unlucky during the playoffs because X-Ray was consistently missing, so they couldn't play with their standard tank, which was a bit of a problem. But now we got Greymane banned. And the last ban for our second map. It still is a best of 3 series, so if... the Vikings! Alright. If this is gonna end up with a loss for Chili Mountain, they would drop into the 3rd place decider. Teams are trying to get as many points, obviously. The farther you go in the tournament, the more points you get. And at the end of the 4 qualifiers, the top teams, the top 4, will advance to play in the main event and join the already qualified teams. So, yeah, at this point... it's time for the picks. Anubarak as a first pick, going for the big engage here on Cursed Hollow, and of course can always drive a fight with a cocoon that you can use. What's a Karazim? Karazim and Sylvanas. Okay. Yeah, Sylvanas on that end, for Bishops very likely, depending on what else they're picking potentially for the NOP, can be super, super dangerous. And Bishops would probably love to play Hanzo, but again, Hanzo is one of the 10 heroes that is not allowed to be played at all. So there's that. But yeah, it's already a lot of fun to just see that happening and see Sylvanas pop up once again. Okay, there's Cassia and Lily! Lily is looking for adventure. Okay, the supports are hit. Now, there was plenty of other supports available, just putting that out there for a moment. You could have easily gone into something like Alexstrasza, into Whitemane. Morales is still available. Oriel is up. They decided to go for Lily here. And that makes things spicy for game number 2 in this best of 3. Double support is possible, but I don't really think they're going to go for that. Someone's looking for adventure for sure. And Sergeant Hammer gets banned. Don't want to deal with the hammer time here on Cursed Hollow. Okay. I want to see what the damage dealers are. I mean, we got a Murky in the first best of 3 series that we had here today. And obviously, even after this series is over, we're still headed into the main event, into the grand final. Okay, Garrosh gets banned. Alright. Yeah, the most important thing when you're playing Lily is that you have a tiny weight that you can put on your Q button. Then you can pretty much play her with just one hand. You just need the mouse. But yeah, let's go for the double pick here. X-Ray, what is he, for example, going to pick? In the first map, he didn't really have any problems. Plenty of tanks around. Could go for it. Now options are a bit more limited, so he has to deviate away. But here on Cursed Hollow, they can go for Diablo. They go for Diablo. And we got Rexa. Rexa is also one of the heroes that played no role whatsoever outside of the grand final on Braxis for the Korean and Chinese tournament that I casted the other day. The games can be found on YouTube too. But that was really interesting. I mean, there's a lot of differences in the European and the Asian meta. Obviously, when you talk about meta madness, there's a lot more craziness that's happening. But it was kind of nice to see those nuances. So if you haven't seen that yet, you should probably check those videos out too. There's already Gia and Liming, and we got Malthael. Alright, Cassia and Liming for the damage. Malthael and Ubarak. And that leaves us with the last pick. They need a bit more damage. Sylvanas alone is not going to provide enough here. So what is Farlander going to go for? What are we getting from him? They're pretty hesitant on what they want to play here. I mean, all of the globals are pretty much gone at this point. Fawcett was already played in the last map. Can't play him again. The Haka's banned. So they go for Lunara. Lunara gets played, everybody. Lunara against Lily Heals. Cursed Hollow, map number 2 in the second semifinal of the day. Let's go, everybody. Chili Mountain and Cursed Hollow on the left with Gia on Liming. We got Azerite and Cassia, Macke on Malthael. And we got Whoopi on Nubarak with Smexy on Lily. Okay, let's go. Serpent Sidekick as the level 1 talent. On the right side of the map, it's the Flipping Mafia with Farland on Karazim, Shamsig on Sylvanas, Nenopi on Lulnara. We got X-Ray on Diablo, and Bishops is playing Raxa. Okay, time to shine for the blue team. Last map didn't quite work out for them, did it now? They started off well. I mean, first it was a bit of a hogger int. But then they did really well at the bot lane. Won the team fight big time and took down the fort. But things in the team fight spiraled out of control from there on out. They had a couple of really good moments. That top battle over the shrine comes to mind on the first map. But afterwards, it always seemed that the Mafia, when it really counted, was able to bring it back. Now we're in game number 2, and there's an aggressive comp on the side of Chili Mountain with Nubarak looking for the engage. Lily, on the other hand, that's quite the statement that was made there by Smexy. So we'll see what she can do. But there's a wall stun against Cassia. She's in trouble, and that could be a kill. But Azerite gets out. Close call, but that could have backfired here. So they're still looking for the kills. First objective is going to spawn at the bottom of the map. 1 minute mark has passed, so now the mercenary camps are up on the map. And at the bot lane, Lulnara is fighting it out with Liming. So yeah, that's where the party is currently going strong the most. Well, we also have a tech battle going on. Now, I don't really expect anyone to make a big play here just yet. But those are down. We got on the right side Farlander and Shamsi going for the first camp. That's where Sylvanas obviously shines. Malthal is trying to do the same thing over here with success, I might add. So all good for Macke. The tanks are bullying each other. There's nothing really crazy happening. It's just both teams are going through the motions, trying to play a bit more camp focused here. Both also going for the same mercenary camp. Now the blue team can of course get a bit more value out of the siege giant camp, given that the first objective spawns at the bottom of the map. So opposite. So they will get more out of that situation if they play their hands well. But you have to keep in mind that there's no real globals here. So with not only Falstad not available, but also the Haka banned in this case, nothing really to be done here. We got the Wind Serpent in as a level 4, so he's continuing with the Serpent style. Whereas on level 4, it's the Nature's Culling now for Lunara. And Dibbles with the Sacrificial Soul over here as the level 4 talent. So X-Ray also mixing it up slightly. But they push heavily through the middle of the map. Sylvanas can of course empower these pushes further. And Rexa is going for the Hunter-Gatherer. So a few more globes that he's going to try and get together for the team. Macke is also going to get attacked, but it's Sylvanas that dies first. Cassia jumping in with the kill. Well done. Topside battle 1v1 with Lily making Bishops a little bit uncomfortable. And down here it's just like some vision from Lunara. She keeps the Wisp at the side to ensure that she can't get flanked. Always knows what exactly is happening here. And up at the top, there's the one stun. How much more can they get? Good wall stun. Body blocking is happening. Flipping over. Smexy in trouble. And... oh, Misha! The stun! Are you kidding me? They can't get the kill. Bishops was too low. He needed to retreat. And Smexy, not even close, survives as the bot lane gets bullied. Oh my god. The Smex Master, calculated at the top. Just can't kill her, can you now? Level 7. That gives us also the Subterranean Shield. And it's party time. All the way up at the top. They go for Dibbles. And X-Ray gets out. What is this? The no kill game. Dude, you should stick around. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. You have no HP, bro. So, yeah, I would be very, very careful. The 400 hit points, they're not gonna serve you well very long. One tribute in the hands of Chili Mountain. They destroy the wall. Diablo is finally moving away. Next tribute about to spawn. Level 7 talents are ready. Bot lane battle. Lulnara is down. And the blue team with the early game lead as they are looking for a potential second kill. But Farlander now has a dash target. So he should be able to get away here. And he is just punching. Trying to punch out Whoopi. Many have tried. Few have succeeded. But at the top, are they trying to go for Lily again? Didn't go so well last time. Now, we got on level 7 now, the blinding speed. And with the cooldown reduction kicking in. Seems like they're going to get this one for free. Gia will try to interrupt at the side, but Farlander saw that coming and shut it down, so the tribute is taken. It's a tribute for a tribute. The blue team is still pressuring the bottom of the map and is trying to get some damage in against the fort. Maybe take it even down here. But in comes the Wombo, the double. And yeah, little Bruce Lee over here is just burning those hit points down. Farlander with the easy hits. But yeah, Lily at the top. That lane is just a meme. I mean, I'm sorry, but Lily at the top the entire time is just like running around and YOLOing. Nobody can get to her. There's a wall stun attempt, just pushed her through the gate. That didn't really do it. There's nearly level 10 now available for Chili Mountain. I mean, it's going to be heroic abilities. Guess why they're going for the boss? Because they know they can't be contested here. But the Mafia is double checking it. They got the vision. The Wisp is there. So they make a play for their own boss. 10 or no 10 doesn't matter at this point. So yeah, it's going to be a boss play for a boss play. Doesn't change the fact that the Mafia has to catch up a little bit. Last Rites is in. In addition to that, we got the Jug of 1,000 Cups. And both teams... It's kind of funny that the team at the top is actually taking the boss faster than Chili Mountain, who started way earlier. Now, of course, they had not as many heroes around, but still. Gia gets interrupted, and now we might have our real battle at hand, because here comes the Apocalypse, together with Unleash the Boars. Karazim, I guess 7-sided strike for him again. We'll see. Maybe trying to play it a bit more passive. Oh, that's big damage. Big damage. Big damage. And there's the kill. And this could be a double kill. Whoopi is in trouble too. He's able to dash out, but if they have a stun on Smexy, then she's not going to make it. Lily is dead this time. The body block is too strong. 2 easy kills on level 10 for the flipping Mafia. And they're diving deep for another. But the palm is in. That was nicely done by Karazim, but they might have gone a little bit too deep here. They are in the middle of the fort range, but they are all able to retreat and lock in the tribute. Still, good fight from them. And the palm as a counterplay to Malthael's last rites. Definitely a good tool to have here. Now, the bosses have, of course, done some work in the meantime. The fort at the top and at the bot lane have both been destroyed. But besides that, not much has happened. We have the... Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Whoopi! And he's dead. Whoopi is down. 3 kills to 2. Yeah, and they might get another one. They're bodying Azerite. I gotta say, the Mafia is hyper aggressive right now. They're way more aggressive than even in the X Cup. So, I'm pretty impressed. They are going for some sick plays. I mean, it's the typical Russian aggression, right? That's something that was always true. That was true in Alpha, that was true in Beta. The Russian teams were always super aggressive and the playstyle was funny as hell. They came up with so much dumb shit in after game release in particular. If you guys remember Blood for Blood, that was just insane. And with 5 Blood for Bloods, I still remember some of the Russian teams when they came up with this crap, winning tournaments because they were the first one to figure that out, and then just moved in and insta-nuke people down within half a second. So yeah, they always come up with stuff like that. They are not afraid of fighting 4v5 if they see an opportunity. And in this case, we even have a solo kill. Rexa against Malthael and taking that one down. So that's a 5 versus 4. They're trying to cheese that a little bit, but Karazim is here, and he makes the play for it. Has to dash back out, but he bought them the time that they need to take the position, and with Malthael still missing and a level 13 advantage to their name, this could be their first curse in the game. Right here. Yep, they already got the Quicksilver in. Here comes the devastating charge and the greater spell shield against Liming. And off we go. Nicely done. That's a big play now. With the first curse of the game, they need to do some structural damage, and they are already at it. Top lane, those Siege Giants are still doing work for Chili Mountain on the other hand, and might result in the fort being dropped. The depending a bit on how the lane pushes out now. But there's the Apocalypse. That's a double stun. And Lily is dead. And she's not the only one that's going to fall. Cassia is dead too. And they are crushing. They're not even bothering. They're not even bothering with the fort. And why the fuck would they? They can go straight up for the keep. The rest of the minion waves are going to deal with the fort itself. Whoopi is getting attacked. And flipping Mafia. They are murdering. This is so impressive here. Yeah, this is really good. There's like, no problem. Khaldor is no problem. Drink vodka, kill is no problem. Whoopi on main tank, we don't care. We don't care. Smexy on supporter, maybe a little bit difficult, but you drink a bit more vodka. And then you just kill everybody. You kill everybody and he's no problem. You see 2 level ahead, 6 kills, easy level 16, and then we end. Is what we do. They took the keep in the middle, and yeah, they're crushing it. They're absolutely crushing it. Big respect. I think they really stepped it up compared to the X Cup even more. So yeah, me likey. Half a level until 16, and now of course bosses should be up in another half minute. You can easily go for boss play here. You have Sylvanas that you can push with. You got, I mean, Sylvanas and Lunara together with the boss. If they push that and they have a level 16 talent that behind them, can you imagine how strong that push is going to be? That's crushing that top lane. That top lane keep could fall. But I don't know if they already figured out that the boss is going to be up any second. I mean, they should have, honestly. But there's now the cleansing touch. Apparently, they're not even trying to go for boss, but instead just decide that they're going to push without it. We'll see if they jump towards it. Nope, they make the play for it. They have the Siege Giants doing some work right here. And now the move all the way up to the top. Yes, there it is. And it's a boss for a boss, so I don't really mind that at all. This is going to do work at the bot lane too. But they could carry that real deep with the composition that they have. It will be interesting to see what they decide to do here. If they just defend bot side and they just go for an exchange, seems like they're going to play it safe. They still have Siege Giants doing damage here, by the way. It's kind of nasty. Those Siege Giants taking the entire gate out, now that the boss is moving in, that's going to hurt a lot. And with level 16 locked in by Chili Mountain, it seems like they are going to try and be more aggressive because they know they're behind and that they have to make some plays. That's a problem, though. Whoopi just crushed himself. Whoopi might have just committed Sudoku here. They have to retreat already. They lost so much here. They kept him alive. Good for them. But they had to use a lot of their tools for it. And Lily used her ult. So there is no way that they are going to push in again. And yeah, that's a defense for the Mafia. And topside keep is of course gone. And even the core might eat a bit of damage. Yeah, probably not. I mean, the shield is getting attacked. Maybe they're going to tickle the core a little bit. But no, with the Siege Giant stopping back here and everybody focused now on it, they're going to kill that boss before I can do any core damage. But still, that is a big plus on the map now for the flipping Mafia. They currently have 2 keeps down and the Mafia has everything with the exception of the bottom fort. Now this one at the top, someone should take it. Someone should eventually move in. It's a little bit difficult for Chili Mountain because they have no vision control at the top side. Marthel is at least taking that watchtower back. But if they can sneak someone in, that would be a worthy thing to do so that they have at least catapults pushing, counter pushing at the top lane a little bit. Because for now, it's 2 lanes that the Mafia control fully. And they should get this one for free. And what probably worries the blue team more is that big lead and experience that has been established by the Russian team. That's 1.5 levels that they need until 20. So yeah, I would be worried. Marthel doesn't have a single stack on his last rides. He tried once and got countered by Karazim with 25,000 damage now from Lunara, 29 from Cassia. She's sitting at 40 stacks. There's the first tribute. Obviously, Chili Mountain can let that one go. But it's still a question of how much can the red team do here. Time is working in their favor in the sense that they will have the early level 20, so Chili Mountain needs to decide when they want to fight. Maybe around the next objective, maybe around the next tribute. But eventually they need to flip the switch. They're not going to close that experience gap. That's not happening. So if you just sit tight and you don't do anything, you allow your opponent to get a free level 20 and then play Storm Talons against you. And you don't want to be in that spot. So likely they're going to make a play for the next objective. But honestly, I don't even think they have a chance to do that. Are they really sitting here and wait for experience to tickle until they get 20? Damn, that is a risky one. I mean, there's the tribute spawn at the top. Are they gonna let that one slide? It seems like they're just gonna go for the keep down here, aren't they? Yeah. There's the Hearthstones, and they're going for the keep. They're just saying, alright guys, it's keep time. Let's sneak this one in. Malthael is not back yet, so he's still sitting at the top, but this keep is gone. That's the third keep down. The third keep down. Malthael, he needs to Hearthstone because they're looking at the core. He can't go for the channel. Yes, a curse would be kind of nice here, but even if they curse, like even if they curse them, what is that going to do? So tribute is up. They're gonna take them. Level 20 is in, and I think that the Mafia is gonna attempt to go for core keep or no. Sorry, not keep. Curse or no curse. So yeah, for now, this is likely the play. Finally, someone is taking this down. Finally. All right. So Malthael got them everything that they can get. He got them everything they can get. But here's still a push for core. Whoopi, and he channels out. Yes, he needs to burrow out of this one. But there's another one, and this time it's a kill. Cassia, she's dead. They try for Whoopi again. The core is already falling. Damn, son. Flipping Mafia with a big place here. Here's the APOC. Good combo. Unstoppable with the inevitable end. But Li Ming is dead. Malthael, he's about to die. Makes it to the Nexus. But a Nuborak has been murdered. And curse or no curse, the Mafia, they don't give a shit. They don't care. The dance is in. The core is falling. And that is a 2-0 victory with a flipping Mafia over Chili Mountain as they move on to the grand final. GG and well played.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.